Hi everybody. Today I wanted to do a reading of the piece I wrote for Even the Score, Homey House Press's in-house newspaper. They made into this beautiful risographed zine, and there are a bunch of wonderful pieces in here. I'll put the information on how to get your own copy so that you can read my piece and all the other wonderful pieces in here and see the cool art and just experience it as kind of a physical thing because it's really lovely. The theme is Anti Nationalism, and the piece I wrote is called Will You Get Free With Me? Will you get free with me? A meditation on anti-nationalism, a love letter to radical community, a record of abolitionist lineage transmission. I want to be free, and I can't get there without you. I need you by my side for this, breathing the entire universe in and out with me. How else could we hold it all? If not one of us may arrive alone, then we must carry each other across the threshold in loving arms. I am sitting in a cemetery filled with settler bodies on unceded Potawatomi, Ojibwe, and Odawa land. It is a sub-freezing day in February, and the ground is glistening white. I am facing my fear of ancestral ghosts as my boots break trail in the snow. Before me, there is a gravestone bearing my last name that belongs to a stranger. Across the country, my auntie is rushed to the ICU with emphysema and pneumonia. My sensei's father passes after holding on for much longer than expected. A few states over, 2 more fathers of close friends pass. None of them came from this land, and very few of them chose to be here. And yet we are born and die on this land. It holds the nakedness of our flesh, always without shame, reflecting in our foot and handprints its gentle bearing of our weight. When I breathe in, I am flooded with the grief of everything at once. Did they know peace before they died, even with the burdens of generational trauma and the constant fight for embodiment and connection under colonialism, capitalism, white supremacy? Did they find their out, their reason, some joy in the hope of a way to get closer to burning it all down? Will they be rewarded in life beyond with the fruits of abolition? Will they know true homeland? I am sitting with suffocation in our displacement and grief, the violence of nation. Can't you feel the heat of my exhale join yours? For me, please, take a moment to sense it. I want to live, to be free. Everything is at stake, exactly right now. Imagine sitting back to back in the sun together. Take a deep breath in through the nose, and slowly let it out through the mouth. Let your shoulders drop away from your ears. Let your jaw unclench. Relax the lower back, glutes, and thighs. Notice the temperature of the air around you. Feel your lungs expand in all directions as you inhale. And as you exhale, sigh out completely, letting a little sound resonate and ground deep into your belly, your toes, the earth. What border could be drawn between us when we breathe this way? When our bellies hang completely relaxed and our skin sun-warmed, sweats salt into the atmosphere and earth. Without indigenous land, my body becomes the territory. I till the soil of connection with my community. I tend to it with expansive queerness. This is the trans-divinational experience, releasing into the divinity of continual transformation and refusing to use false borders. This, too, is where I meet you. In the unlimited capacity we have to transform, to birth healing and care. In the parts of you that have already become a part of me. Do you feel me with you in those pauses in between exhale and inhale? At the top of a breath, when my belly, lungs, and back are filled, there is a moment to dwell in before the outbreath. I do not search for homeland because it has filled my whole being. Each of my ancestors is with me as I expand. Again, we meet. Face I have not yet held. Forehead I have not yet pressed to mine. Ancestor who has not yet become. When I am full of everything in the whole world, and it is full of all of us, before the breath starts to leak and spill from my nose and throat, I kneel exactly before you. Will you get free with me? I know the path is long and weary. We are so tired, and so much violence has been carved into the land, our hearts. But I am here before you, and my hands are outstretched. Place your hands in mine and feel my breath. Don't you hear how loudly our hearts beat together? At the end of my meditation, I bow, chant, and stand before the gravestone. My outbreath becomes vows, with such conviction it brings tears to my eyes. Inhale. I vow to be here. Inhale. I vow to be present. Inhale. I vow to return. My breath is entirely ours. May we always return to the moment. May we set each other free.